Yes. There is good news in the house today. All viewers, I have good news for every one of you today. Yes, 24th of this month. Can you guess what is happening live in Lagos? That's never happened in the history of Africa, and is happening right here in the heart of Lagos. Yes, the president Muhammadu Buhari is coming to launch the awaiting Dangote refineries, and I'm going to be showing you what is going to be happening yes in Ibeju-Lekki. And I want to say congratulations to all of my investors that I share the good news of Dangote refineries to, and they subscribe to landed property in that environment. So right now on the 24th of January, the president of Nigeria is coming to launch the Dangote refinery because that project is completed right now. So I want you to watch this video I'm about to show you right now to see where we are coming from, where we are, and what Dangote has already done in Ibeju-Lekki. Ibeju-Lekki is going to transform Africa history. It's going to transform Nigeria as a whole in terms of the economic development, the GDP. Ibeju-Lekki Dangote refineries is going to transform everything in Lagos and in Nigeria as a whole. So good news to Nigeria, because something massive is going to be happening right now. Both Ibeju-Lekki and Ekpe, something is coming up this year for Nigeria. It's a good news, and I'm happy for Nigeria, and I want to say thank you for Dangote refineries for taking up this huge massive investment. So watch this video to the end. My name is Adisa Adewale, your real estate investment coach here in Lagos, Nigeria, and you know I help people get verified property. I help homes and family get verified property here in Lagos, Nigeria. So watch this video to the end, and if you are just coming across my channel, please kindly turn on the notification bell. You know what? I bring this such good news to all investors on this channel. So watch this video to the end as I share with you the good news in Dangote refinery. So watch this video to the end. And
what has gone into the project and the expected outcome and impact are simply mind-blowing, according to the AFDB president.
Thank you very much, my dear brother, Alhaji Aliko Dangote, and all your senior leadership of the Dangote Group. It's a delight for me to be here with my wife, Grace, and senior leadership members of the African Development Bank to visit this refinery and petrochemical complex that is here. First and foremost let me focus on the person that I came here to see, which is Alhaji Aliko Dangote. He is quite an inspirational and visionary business leader. And for anybody to have done what I have seen here, I think that person deserves world-class kudos for that. And so let me tell you, what did I see? I see a company that I will probably call Africa Growth Accelerator Company. So if you want to call his company, just call it AGAC, Africa's Growth Acceleration Company. And why do I say that? You see an acceleration of how to reduce imports. You see an acceleration of how to have an outbound on export. You see an acceleration on value chain development here, on how to make them competitive regionally and also globally. And you also see a sense of pride in an African investing in Africa. And one of the things I admire the most about you, Alhaji Dangote, is that you actually believe in Nigeria and you invest your money in Nigeria, you believe in Africa and you invest your money in Africa, nobody could invest the kind of billions of dollars that is here unless they actually not only have the vision, but also the commitment and the passion for their country. I think you should join me in clapping for him for that. And so, Alhaji Dangote, we are extremely proud of you and, of course, of your commitment to the continent. As I came here to this petrochemical complex and the fertilizer complex and all the things that we saw, in my mind I was thinking, what is all this thing about? It's all about how we industrialize. You know, Africa today has probably about $38 trillion worth of natural resources, from oil to gas to minerals to metals, right? Agriculture, blue economy, everything else. But we keep exporting raw materials. And the wealth of nations, according to me, is very clear that those countries that export raw materials will become poor. And the countries that export value-added products eventually become rich because they dominate the top of the value chain. And what you see here is a man with a vision, with a passion and commitment, saying it is time for Africa to move up the value chains and dominate those value chains and be competitive regionally and be competitive globally. So I pick it up a little bit about history. Look at cement. Today, Nigeria used to be the large importer of cement. Today, Nigeria is the largest exporter of cement, thanks to investment by the Dangote Group. I think right now you must be about what, 49 million tons, metric tons of cement. And the last I read, I saw that you were trying to make investments in also new 11 countries, or 11 plants or so in 10 countries, something like that, with probably another investment of $4.5 billion or more. So that shows that this is somebody who has the vision, the drive, the commitment to Africa's development via industrialization. And for us at the African Development Bank, one of our key work is to industrialize Africa. When you industrialize, you create jobs. When you industrialize, you do import substitution. When you industrialize, you are able to capture market shares all around the world. So as we came here today, the first thing that I saw was the petrochemical refinery. I'm blown away completely. You know, Femi Otedola, your friend, has actually tried so much to get me to come, always you and him, when are we going to be able to do this? And finally, we got a time to come today. I can't believe what I saw. Well, you got a company here that is doing 650,000 barrels per day of crude oil refined into different kind of products. They are doing it into 33 million metric tons of products that goes from aviation fuel, goes into gasoline, that goes into diesel, that goes into polypropylene production for plastics and all of that. That tells you the value added. And so without having this, what has been the challenge for Nigeria is Nigeria imports a lot of petroleum products. You know, we sell crude and we import refined products. It means the price is high. It means it's unstable. It's highly volatile. It also means that you lose a lot of foreign exchange. What this alone will do is to reverse that. Nigeria becomes self-sufficient in the production of all these things and then becomes a globally competitive player in this, in Africa and also in the world. It is quite remarkable. When you look at how much we actually import, Nigeria imports about 54 billion worth of petroleum products, oils, and all kinds of things, right? And then we are importing about 57 billion, rather, you know, and we're exporting only about 50.4. So you got a balance there of about $7 billion. And talking to them here, they showed us that they can have a market, domestic market of $11 billion. And that is incredible market. And that would save Nigeria about $9 billion a year from importing petroleum products and all of that. So this is huge for Nigeria. I want to really commend you, Alhaji Dangote, for that vision, for what you've actually done here. everywhere I went here, from whether it was the infrastructure for power, they have 500 and what? 570 megawatts of power generation here. They're looking at the amount of kilometers of pipelines that they have, over 6,600 kilometers of pipelines. I was asking them about the steel. They've done 65,000 kilometers worth of steel. I mean, somebody has to come here and see it. It's a marvel. I've never seen anything like that in any part of the world. It's a world-class industrial complex that will make Nigeria and Africa proud in the global market. So congratulations to you, Alhaji Dangote, and your team. And also congratulations, I say, to Nigeria as well. But we also saw the fertilizer complex that they have here. Obviously, you know, I'm very passionate about agriculture. And what I saw is a company that is going to be producing 3 million metric tons of urea. Now, 3 million metric tons of urea would make Nigeria totally self-sufficient. Nigeria will become big next exporter of fertilizers. It will drive productivity growth in Nigeria because the prices will come down. The quality will also improve. We also saw that it's not just producing urea. They actually have a great system of soil testing. So they go across the country, helping the farmers to test their soil to say, what are the limiting nutrients that you have in your soil, which is a great business that's also connecting to the farmers themselves. And so this is really, impressive because I understand it's the second largest urea manufacturing plant in the world. Again, world. So it's amazing that we're in Africa, I'm in Nigeria, and everything about this place is world-class. World-class businessmen, world-class investment, world-class infrastructure. What you have here really, Alhaji Dangote, is, like if you were going to fight a war, you have a frigate, right? You have that carries a lot of, jets, right? To launch it, okay? So this is actually an industrial frigate in which Nigeria and Africa can launch from here into global markets, whether it is in the petrochemical industry, whether it's in the fertilizer industry, whether it's in the aviation fuel supply industry, whether it is in the area of even gasoline or whatever. So this is like an industrial frigate for Africa, for industrialization. And this is very important in the context of the African continental free trade area. So I can see Nigeria being a dominant player in this through these investments that you have seen here with the Dangote group. And lastly, I just want to say that these investments that I've seen here has touched me in many ways because it tells me that Africa and Africans can actually do world-class stuff. The petrochemical plant that we saw here was actually the engineering designs, the procurement, the construction, everything end-to-end was actually done by folks of Dangote Industries themselves. It's amazing. So it means that we have world-class technical skills to be able to really do big stuff. And I think that's something also to celebrate about this. It's creating a lot of jobs here. They have roughly 38,000, 37,000, 38,000 workers here. 11,000 of those are outside from Nigeria. The balance of 27,000 are Nigerians. I talked to young people. I met a lady there called Jessica in one of the areas where they were showing me the computers of how they monitor things. And I felt so proud as a Nigerian. These are young engineers that are actually doing stuff because they are doing world-class stuff. And I was challenging Aliko Dangote to say, how do we turn this into a global thing for Nigeria? From Nigeria to the rest of the world. World-class engineering stuff, manufacturing, industrial manufacturing for the rest of the world. So all that just to say that I feel enormously proud today, even prouder as a Nigerian, prouder as an African. And as African Development Bank, we are delighted because we also invested in a corporate loan to the Dangote Group, I think way back about $300 million into it. We also work with IFC, the International Finance Corporation, who also put in for $150 million. And it's not even the money that's the size that matters. Is that we have faith in Aliko Dangote. We have confidence in his business model. And we have confidence that this will position Africa globally in the world. Every nation needs an Aliko Dangote. China had theirs. South Korea had theirs. Japan had theirs. India had theirs. And this is Africa's. And we as African Development Bank, therefore, we made a decision that we will support companies like this that we call African champions. My vice president, where is it? Afro champions. African champions. That will be the businesses that will allow us to industrialize and be competitive globally. Most times that people think of industrialization, they think small and medium-sized enterprises. We are supporting small and medium-sized enterprises, and we will. But it's like a pulley system. You need a pulley to take something from the ground and move it up. So when the big guys grow, they connect to small and medium-sized businesses, and that's how you enter the global market and you become more competitive. So I want to thank you very much, Alhaji Dangote. Commend the Nigerian government for facilitating, providing the fiscal environment for you to be able to do this. One of the things that he told me was the road, I think, that you are constructing with tax credits, deferred tax credits that allows you to complete do some of these roads. So I want to say that the private sector needs to continue to be supported, given the environment for them to invest. And I have no doubt that it will be soon Nigeria taking on the rest of the world and Africa also taking on the rest of the world. We are proud of you, Aliko Dangote. You can clap for him again. It's clear as part of the government strategy to support the private sector. I was very pleased to have been invited by His Excellency the President Muhammad Buhari, to address the ministerial retreat. And there was quite a lot of discussion there about how to support the private sector even more. So I think both in terms of fiscal policies to make it better for them, that's very, very important. And the government is doing that. It can do more. The other one, which I think is important sometimes, is, a lot of time is infrastructure. Because without infrastructure, we really can't do much. For example, if you look at the infrastructure that he has had to build here, it's amazing, right? The roads, the water. They have water here at about almost 440 million liters of treated water that is coming out of here. You have energy. You have, a lot of things that they are doing for themselves. So I think that increases the cost of doing business. So continued investment in infrastructure will lower the cost of doing business. I also think that it's one other area is just consistency and stability of policies. Governments come and governments go. Businesses always continue. So, but when investors put in so much money, they have to be assured that there's going to be consistency of policies, and that's very, very important for us to do. And I think, we also have to promote our own successes. When I was a kid growing up, my mom used to tell me that if you go to the market and everybody's selling similar types of goods, and if you're not shouting loud enough, nobody will buy yours because everybody is selling the same thing. I think we should celebrate our own business successes. I think we should protect them. I think we should support them. I think we should provide them access to capital to be able to grow even further. China does exactly that. South Korea does exactly that. Japan does exactly that. The United States does exactly that. So let's just make sure that we are celebrating success and building a business and investment environment that will support all kinds of businesses to grow, not just even Alhaji Dangote alone. Small and medium-sized enterprises to grow and thrive more in Nigeria, even beyond the sectors we are talking about, in agriculture and agribusiness, digital economy, creative industry, and all of this. All those require quite a lot of support. So at the end of the day, strong policy support from government to enable greater private sector investment is the way to go. Now, obviously, yes, I discussed with Alhaji Dangote a lot. First is
yes. So with what you have just seen now, what does this tells you, and what is the impact of all of this news to real estate, and how does it impact on investors? Now, number one, the Dangote refineries is said to be producing 650,000 barrels of oil per day. That is number one. And also is going to be giving 135,000 people job directly in Nigeria, and both indirect and direct, over 300,000 is going to be getting job in this place, and also foreign investors coming to Nigeria, over 11,000 foreigners coming to do business with Nigeria. So now, what is the impact of this? Can we do the math? All of these people that I've mentioned, where will they be living? And I want you to understand, banks is not included, eateries is not included, shopping malls is not included, all of these grocery bazaars, they are not included. They will be coming to that environment because of the massive work that is being done in that place. So who is going to house them? There is going to be massive housing deficit problem in that environment, and that is why we real estate consultants tell investors to come and secure plots, acres of land in that place, so that by the time we kickstart, people coming down to that environment can buy land from them. And do you know what? When it comes to rental income is going to thrive in that place. Short let is going to thrive in that place, and let is going to thrive in that place. So this is the wisdom behind real estate going to that axis of Ibeju-Lekki to secure estate in that place. And we are telling investors that we have commercial landed property there, and we have residential in that environment. You know, sometimes I encourage my investors to stay like 30 minutes or 25 minutes far away from the Dangote refineries, because of the carbon oxide that is going to be coming from the Dangote refinery. So this is one of the wisdom that you can exploit right now by buying a landed property in Ibeju-Lekki. I'm sure those that invested in our Muritala Mohammed Airport then now, you know, you can't see, even there is no land in Muritala Mohammed, and if you want to buy a property there, it's going to almost 200 million, and the same thing is going to happen in Dangote refineries. We have landed property that you can buy as low as 8 million, as low as 15 million right now. Imagine you buy a landed property for 15 million, and after 5 years you can sell the same property for 100, 200 million. That's a massive wisdom behind real estate, and this is what we are saying to every wise and smart investor. Some of us, we are not privileged to have a landed property in Muritala Mohammed Airport. Some of us, we are not privileged to own a landed property in Apapa. You know how much land costs in Apapa right now, and in Ibeju-Lekki is going to be much more expensive right now. The land in Ibeju-Lekki is still low right now. So I'm going to be showing you another of our estates that we are just launching. We are launching them. We are launching this estate very soon, and it's called Tiwa. So this is one of the smart moves you can take right now. You can secure a plot of land here, and we have other landed property. We have other real estate landed property that you can secure right now. We have 8 million. You can buy landed property. We have one that is very close, like this one now is around Lakampine Tropicana. You can buy landed property in that place. It's not far from Dangote refinery. So this is the best time to own a landed property in Ibeju-Lekki and Ekpe. So for more information on real estate investment in Ekpe, in Ibeju-Lekki, in Lagos, and you can just reach out to GW Property on 08029415698. Like I said once again, if you are just coming across my channel, please kindly turn on the notification bell by subscribing to this channel, because I bring to you real estate tips that will increase your investment as investor. So this is one of the opportunity that you can key into right now. Ibeju-Lekki is what you can key into right now. So thank you for staying tuned. You can see this video and share it, you can like it and send to many of your friends and family. Tell them month is coming up. What is coming up in Ibeju-Lekki? Don't miss it. If you miss Lekki, if you miss Abraham Adesanya, if you miss Victoria Island, if you miss Ikoyi, if you miss Apapa, if you miss Muritala Mohammed Airport, don't miss Ibeju-Lekki and Ekpe. You know what is coming up also in Ekpe? The Fort Milan Bridge also is coming up in Ekpe, and the work is starting massively this year. And we have landed property also in Ekpe as low as 1 million, 2 million. In the next 5 years, a plot of land will be selling for nothing less than 50-100 million in Ekpe. So the best time to buy in that axis of Lagos is now. Thank you. So give me a call right now. You have everything you need. I'm going to be giving you. If there's any area you need explanation in that environment, please give me a call and let's do business together. And I can assure you, you won't regret this decision you're about to make right now by owning a pieces of land.
The British went to Nigeria in 1861 to put down traffic in slaves.
Nigeria's largest city, Lagos, has gone through several stages of development. These developments have come with significant benefits for forward-thinking investors who keyed into real estate opportunities, as it was the case in the development of Ikeja, Lagos, Lekki, Lagos, and Ikoyi, Lagos. A new Lagos is currently rising, and the heartbeat is felt in the city with everything you desire and dream of. Welcome to the smart city for smart people, Tiwa Garden City. At Tiwa Garden City, you experience the best of life, work, family, and entertainment. Tiwa Garden City has every detail that helps you improve your quality of life with the well-structured facilities that exemplifies standard and luxury in every sense of it. Quality of health with fitness and recreational facilities that helps you maintain a balanced mind and physical well-being. Quality of work, as Tiwa Garden City is on a mission to help residents improve work-life balance with its first-class work city, where you can get work done faster, better, and also enjoy closure to home. Tiwa Garden City has a perfect blend of technology and nature, with environmental stability being at the fore of development and guarantees a balanced living experience. Located in the heart of the new Lagos in Ibeju-Lekki, Tiwa Garden City secures you closure to everywhere you want to be, from the bubbling areas in Ibeju-Lekki community to the ancient town of Ekpe, the academic hubs like the Pan-Atlantic University and Lagos Business School, to the easy access to Lekki International Airport and Lekki Free Trade Zone, seaport, as well as refinery for business opportunities. Where else would you rather be? Tiwa Garden City is now open to smart investors at a pre-launch price with the following options: 250 square meters selling at 9.5 million, 300 square meters selling at 12 million, 417 square meters selling at 16 million, and 500 square meters selling at 19 million naira. Initial deposit is 2 million naira, and you can spread payment for up to 18 months. Don't miss the opportunity to experience the future of works, the future of technology, future of luxury, future of family, and the future of entertainment at Tiwa Garden City.